All right, now it's time to really start bringing in the heat today. We still had temperatures about seasonal yesterday. Several areas did get in the low 90s. Some areas still remained in the 80s, but I think everyone's in the 90s today. The low to mid 90s across northeast Kansas. Very low probability that a few spots may still be in the upper 80s. And you may have noticed the hazy conditions recently. Of course, that's the smoke from the wildfires out west and also in Canada with their upper level weather pattern in place, bringing in some of that smoke. And you'll notice that as we get towards the mid to late afternoon hours, we do start to increase those smoky skies, especially in our western communities, starting to usher in that green across the area. So don't be surprised by that later on today as the haze gets a little bit worse as we get closer to the late afternoon and evening hours. And so may not be a great idea to be outside for an extended period of time for that evening walk. Of course, it's going to be a little bit hotter than recent days, so you'll have to battle that, but you'll also have to battle a little bit of reduced air quality perhaps up in north central Kansas. It doesn't get quite as bad for areas like Topeka or areas to the southeast, but still we have that haze that has been with us for a while now. In the meantime, humidity wise, it does start to creep up a little bit for today. More in the mid to upper 60s, and kind of gets around 63 to 70 for much of the next several days as we have those humidity levels generally on the humid side with mid to upper 60s for dew points over the next 5 days. We'll have plenty of sun this morning. I can't rule out some cumulus clouds developing in the afternoon hours. This supercast indicates sunshine all day. This supercast indicates that we may get some cloud coverage this afternoon and try and indicate maybe a few pop-up showers or thunderstorms. Just don't see that happening today. It does indicate a little bit higher probability by tomorrow afternoon. Still think the majority of the rain stays to our south and especially to our east in Missouri, though, for a pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity due to daytime heating. Otherwise, as we get into Friday, again, we'll keep an eye on it, but I still think that most of the activity stays to our south and to our east for Friday afternoon. So, again, just not sold on rain chances here through the rest of the work week. Even if anything does develop, won't amount to much. For most areas, it's going to be nothing, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll adjust the forecast as needed, but I don't have anything in the 8-day forecast until we get into Monday night. I did put in a rain chance there, but generally speaking, low to mid 90s through the weekend. And then upper 90s and triple digits are expected for the first half of next work week as we continue to keep an eye on the end of July and early August. Getting into the excessive heat category, we're looking at the high risk with our extended outlook here for the first week of August, looking at some very hot temperatures that will last for most of those days in the first week of August. Just a quick look at the rainfall for the next 8 days according to the European. You'll notice that it is giving us some decent rainfall across northeast Kansas. And of course, keep an eye on a couple of lower opportunities because of low confidence in when it's going to occur. I'm not necessarily putting in more than what is shown on the 8-day forecast with that Monday night chance, but we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer to that time frame. In the meantime, the GFS, not quite as heavy or as widespread with the rainfall. And so, again, confidence is low on how it's all going to play out. So definitely something that we'll continue to focus on in the coming days. Meanwhile, it does indicate that we will be drier than normal, though. So that European model that was showing quite a bit of rainfall, it wasn't showing that yesterday or even so far this week. So I'm hesitant on saying, oh, now we're going to start getting rain. I have to see more consistency in the coming days on that computer model and, of course, the other long-range models on if we were to put in more rain chances or at least give higher confidence levels in the rain chance that I do have in the 8-day forecast with that Monday night chance. So just something to be aware of. And of course, we'll continue to keep an eye on the low potential that some pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity could exist over the next several days as well. But anything meaningful, anything widespread, probably not going to happen for a while. I'll put in that Monday night chance, but just be ready for the heat and start hydrating now. Continue to hydrate and just be aware of what your body is telling you if you're going to be outside, especially for a long period of time. Have a great day and stay safe.